Hey everybody, my name is Afra and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I have been wanting to change my aesthetic style for a very long time now into something more grungier and edgier and darker. But I've been very hesitant, and fashion and style is something that generally doesn't come too easy for me. I've tried doing the corporate working gal style, I tried doing the Chanel classic gal style, and eventually I just gave up and started to wear whatever felt comfortable that day. So, when I was in elementary school, my aunt was probably in college at the time, and she was a goth kid. I mean, she was copy paste Hot Topic in the early 2000s, like exact. Anyway, she was kind of known in the family to have a lot of goth inspired jewelry, and she always wore rings on all 10 of her fingers, and I remember I would always try them on and I just really admired her style. I like seeing color and I like having color in my room, like this pink couch, but I don't really like wearing color. I don't really feel like myself in it. So I really want to give this new aesthetic and style a try. I'm not really sure what to call it, but this cybercore, Tumblr 2014 grunge, alternative, grungy, just generally an edgier, darker style is what I am drawn to. Now, when it comes to starting a new style or aesthetic, it's really important to start out small. I'm not really sure where I heard this, probably TikTok, but it is good to start with jewelry or accessories because it's not that much of an investment. And you definitely don't want to buy a whole new wardrobe only to have it in the back of your closet by the end of the month. And let's start out small with jewelry. Although I really wanted to make this a jewelry haul video, this has to be a jewelry DIY video because we are on a budget. All right, let's get started. All right, let's get our supplies ready. For this DIY, we'll need some charms to match the overall grungy aesthetic. I bought these lock charms and rose charms from Amazon and found these safety pins from my mom's closet. I wasn't a big fan of the rose charms at the end, so make sure you watch later on to see why. Next, you'll need things to put your charms on. So here I have mini earring hoops with a hook at the end to add charms, a thick chain necklace, and a bracelet chain. Okay, we're about to get serious in our DIY with some pliers. You only really need 2 solid pliers in my opinion, but I have 2 extra pliers in red that are heavier for working with thicker material, so make sure you kind of take note on what kind of pliers you'll need. But this black one with the curve and the blue one made a solid duo for me. The tweezer, to be honest, didn't help at all. It just came with this kit I bought from Amazon. The kit included another item that you'll need, which are jump rings. These will help you connect your charms to your jewelry. Okay, let's start with our first accessory, the safety pin set. I did a quick sketch initially just to see which charms I'd want as a necklace, and the safety pin was definitely the one for me. So for the safety pin set, you're going to need safety pins, a chain necklace, hoop earrings, and jump rings. This DIY is super easy. You're going to loop in the safety pin into the jump ring face down like shown in the video, and loop in the earring through the attached hook. Then secure and close the jump ring and you're done. It really is that easy, just attaching the earring and safety pin with a jump ring. Continuing the safety pin set, let's work on the necklace. So my plan is to have the safety pin in the middle so it looks like it's connecting the necklace together. To do this, I'm grabbing my heavier pliers and counting the chain links to see where the middle would be. Then you're going to open up the chain, which actually took me a lot of tries off camera, but I finally got it to bend. And you can throw out the open link, we won't be needing that. Okay, let's grab a bigger jump ring to connect the chain and safety pin just to make sure we have enough room to fit both. So once you've opened up the jump ring, you're going to loop in the chain and safety pin like this. Make sure it's secure and tight, and you can do a little tug just to make sure. And repeat this on the other end of the safety pin. And we're done. Seeing this vision come to life was very satisfying. I can definitely see myself wearing this set often, especially on colder days with a mock neck. Alright, our next grunge piece is something I've seen trending a lot on Pinterest lately. I've seen locks on basically everything recently, so I decided to do my own take on this with lock earrings. Okay, let's get started with our lock earrings. So first, we're obviously going to need the lock charm. And this charm I bought in particular was really thick and heavy, which I kind of liked, but just a heads up. And of course, you're going to need a jump ring. I decided to go with a bigger one just so it fit through the lock charm. And since we're making an earring, we're going to need the earring hoop. To do this, it's pretty straightforward. I opened my jump ring, looped in the earring hook, and then the lock charm before closing the jump ring. Make sure it's closed tight and you have your lock earrings. I love these earrings. I mean, the weight of it is a bit much, but it kind of adds to it in a good way. Like, it makes it feel more luxurious and more more valuable, but I totally just DIY'd this. So I really like these and I'm really happy with it. We have one more set to this jewelry video, the rose set. I was really excited to make this while sketching out the set, but unfortunately the charms didn't meet my expectations. I'll show you when I try it on so you can see what I mean. Here are the supplies that we're gonna need: a handful of rose charms, a chain bracelet, and some earrings to create this cute little rose set. Making the rose earrings was just like the previous earring sets. All you really need to do was open the jump ring, connect the charm in the earring, and then using the pliers to close and secure it. Here's how they looked when I tried them on, and this is basically where I found the flaw in these charms. So because the rose design is only on one side of the charm, if the earring flipped around, you'll see the back side of the charm. I've tried taking it apart and reassembling it to have the rose face in the opposite direction I made it in, but still no luck. But the rose charms did look cute as a bracelet. For this DIY, I laid the bracelet chain on my wrist and measured out how many spaces or lengths apart I wanted each charm to be. Here I'm opening up the jump ring and connecting it to the chain and adding the charm before closing the jump ring tightly. Repeat this step until you have the desired amount of charms and you have your very own rose charm bracelet. Okay, so the rose charm bracelet definitely beat the rose earrings in this set. I won't lie, I'm a little disappointed in the charm still. So I can't say I recommend it. I actually don't recommend it at all, especially if you're making earrings, but I still have this linked for your reference in case you're interested in doing another type of project with it. And here comes our last grunge jewelry DIY project, chain earrings. I kind of came up with this design last minute when I was looking for charms to buy because I remembered I had leftover chains from my YesStyle shoe DIY, which definitely watch that video if you want to see the mishap on the shoes that I ordered. But anyways, I thought that I would just repurpose these chains for this. For these earrings, you'll need earring hoops and 2 jump rings to connect the chain and the earrings together. I measured how long I wanted the earrings to be, and then I opened up the chain to make it that length. I hooked on the earring to the jumper ring and chain, which is now a charm, and now we have these cool chain earrings, which I might add I think are my second favorite after the safety pin set. There's something subtly elegant about these earrings, but still very edgy. And there you have it, 4 different DIYs for edgy or grunge aesthetic jewelry without breaking the bank. I have a price breakdown of each item in the description in case you want to try this DIY. This was a huge save for me ultimately, especially since I am still exploring this style. Let me know in the comments which jewelry set or item was your favorite. I want to know. And if you end up making any of these DIYs or do your own take on grunge inspired jewelry after this video, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. Until next time, stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!